Well, good evening, Bellwood Quizzers. Grace, you're famous. I've seen the comments. Fantastic. Is that why we've got 15,000 people playing tonight? Only joking. Bellwood Quizzers, we've got some quizzes for you this week. Hope your brains are ready and your gin and tonic's ready. Grace, make sure you've got a full one. We're nearly ready. Well, good evening, Bellwood Quizzers, and welcome to this week's quiz. I don't know where we are. I think we're in some sort of supermarket, not a clue. Welcome to week 50. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Only 2 more weeks to go, and then we've been quizzing a whole year. Can you believe it? 1 whole year in 2 weeks. It's a shame we're going to be still in lockdown, otherwise we could have done something special. We could have done it from your house, Grace, or anywhere. But who knows, there's plenty of time. Still think Mandy Thompson across the pond. I think that's a good choice that we'll have to do. Anyway, let's crack on. 5 quizzes for you this week. We've got the first quiz called Money, Money, Money. All about money and things to do with finance. Oh, you are going to love it, yes. 3 general knowledge quizzes. And egg on your face is back. Yes, egg on your face is back. Can't wait, can't wait. Should we crack on with a quiz? I think we should. Quiz number 1 is called Money, Money, Money. All about money and finance. Are we ready, Bellwood Quizzers? Let's get our thinking caps on. So here we go. Question number 1. What name is given to September the 16th, 1992 in the UK for financial related reasons? So what happened? Something massive happened on that date, 16th of September, 1992, and it was financially related. What was it called? It was a particular day. At number 2, in relation to money, for what does the initials CPI, Charlie Papa India for all of those, what does CPI stand for? Oh, tricky questions. And question number 3, who released the 1976 single Money, Money, Money? So who released the 1976 single Money, Money, Money? I'm not going to sing it how it goes, but you know who it is. Oh, my COVID jab hurts. And question number 4, how many different pictures of Queen Elizabeth II featured on £1 coins between 1983 and 2000? Is it A6, B3 or C1? So Queen Vic II featured on the £1 coins between 83 and 2000. Was it 6, 3 or 1? ABC, simple as that. Number 5, we're rattling through these. What does the A stand for in the term ATM? So what does the A stand for in ATM? It's very Americanized, isn't it, that? Y'all. Come on. Question 5, cracking it on. Oh, here comes number 6. The Royal Bank of Scotland has its headquarters in which city? So the Royal Bank of Scotland has its headquarters in which city? Question 6. Question number 7. Arthur Fowler stole Christmas club money in EastEnders to pay for whose wedding? It's a financial question. Arthur Fowler stole Christmas club money in EastEnders to pay for whose wedding? Oh, the naughty man. Dum, 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 dum. And number 8. In use from 1970 until 1990, what type of financial product was Access? So what was Access? From 1970 to 1990, it was a financial product, but what was it? Access. Anybody remember what it was? Number 9, which financial company bought Northern Rock in 2012? So which financial company bought Northern Rock in 2012? Dead easy. Number 10, which denomination was first polymer banknote issued by the Bank of England? So which denomination was the first polymer banknote issued by the Bank of England? So what was it? Was it a 20, a 50, a 10? What was it? And number 11, which financial journalist and TV presenter founded the website moneysavingexpert.com? So which financial journalist and TV presenter found the website moneysavingexpert.com? Number 12, the pieces of 8 was an old coin from which country? So the pieces of 8 was an old coin from which country? So where did piece of 8 originate from? Which country? Give you a clue, it's not England or the UK. Long questions these. 1982 was the first bank to reintroduce Saturday opening. So in 1982, which was the first bank to reintroduce Saturday opening? It's like a griffin on the logo. Does that give it away? Oh, cheeky devil. And question 14, which bank collapsed in 1995 after fraudulent activity by the trader Nick Leeson? So what was the name of that bank that collapsed in 1995 because of that very naughty man? And the last question, in which decade was the Sunday Trading Act passed, allowing more shops to trade on that day? So in which decade was the Sunday Trading Act passed? Oh, really? Was it that? Oh, okay. Write it down if you don't. Just have a guess. Just have a guess. Well, I think there were some tricky ones in there. I really do. Should we mark them? See who's the brain box of money. Here we go then. So what name is given to September the 16th, 1992 in the UK for financial related reasons? It was called Black Wednesday. Oh, good guess though, good guess. In relation to money, for what do the initials CPI stand for? And that's the Consumer Price Index. Number 3, who released the 1976 single Money, Money, Money? Come on. ABBA. Of course it was. Number 4, how many different pictures of Queen Elizabeth II featured on a £1 coin between 1983 and 2000? You could have had A, 6, B, 3 or C, 1, but the answer was B, 3. There we go, amazing. Number 5, what does the A stand for in the term ATM? And that's automated. 6, Royal Bank of Scotland has its headquarters in which city? It's in Edinburgh, as they say across the pond, Edinburgh. Number 7, naughty Arthur Fowler stole Christmas club money in EastEnders to pay for whose wedding? That was Michelle, his daughter's wedding. Horrible wedding as well, rubbish. Number 8, in use from the 1970s until the 1990s, what type of financial product was Access? And Access, remember, it was a credit card. Oh, of course it was. Oh, Lynn. Oh, come on, Lynn. Pull your finger out. Number 9, which financial company bought Northern Rock in 2012? That was Virgin Money. Number 10, what denomination was first polymer banknote issued by the Bank of England? It was a £5 note. 11, which financial journalist and TV presenter founded the website Money Saving Expert? That was Martin Lewis. The pieces of 8 was an old coin from which country? Question 12, the answer was 12. At 13, in 1982, which was the first bank to reintroduce Saturday opening, and that was Barclays Bank. 14, which bank collapsed in 1995 after fraudulent activity by the trader Nick Leeson? That was the Barings or Barings Bank. And number 15, in which decade was the Sunday Trading Act passed, allowing more shops to trade on this day? The decade was the 1990s, 1994 to be precise. Oh, clever. So, how many... Sorry, I pressed my button there before I should have done. I was going to go and wonder who's the clever brain box. But let's find out anyway, shall we? Me and pressing buttons, blinking heck. What was the answer to number 12? Number 12 was Spain. Spain. Espanol. Did I not read that out? Yeah, pieces of 8, Spain, yeah. Andy, 11. That's a good score, Andy, to start with. Zoe, are you on the cocktails again? Whoever that is with an 11, good score, but pop your name. Kev with a 10, double figures, well done. Kathy, Sophie, number 12, blimey, number 12, yeah, was Spain, wasn't it? Kathy, good score, 13, that's a good start. Janice, that's a good score with a 12. Well done. 11, not too bad, it is, yes, very well done. Shelley with a 10, double figures, well done. Guy, happy guy with a 12, well done. Becky Boo, 13, good score. Pete, 12, happy. Oh dear, Dad, not to worry. Sophie with a 12, well done. Somebody else with a 9. Stuart, I think you're going to get a good score this week. I can feel it in my waters. Karen, are you flying solo or is Tim still awake? You'll have to let us know. Jane and John, good score, 12. Max, get in. Can't wait to go live from your station. Lee, hello Lee, 11, good score. Mandy from other side of pond, 11, you're on your own, you're flying solo. Have a glass of wine, love, it's a Friday. Correction, 12, I missed Spain. I think a lot of people have missed Spain, to be honest. It's the lockdown, I think. Andy, good score though. Judith, 13, yes. Richard Dixon, 11. James with a 9. Sarah Hilton, 14 to start. Wow, on fire, well done. Michelle, 13. 12, but I can't see again. Okay, well, you can just read. You'll have no... Well, you weren't very good with egg on your face. 12, I remembered counting the poly £5 in the crew room. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Sticking everywhere. Barbara, 13, well done. Jess and Co, an 8. It's Friday for them lot. Well. We are back. I pressed the right button this time. Should we crack on? I think we should. We've got a general knowledge quiz here. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Shall we make a start, Bellwood Quizzers? Pens, paper, gin and tonic. Let's go. Nice bit of soothing music here. In which decade was the first Formula One race held? So in which decade was the first Formula One race held? What's the decade? 30s? Could be. 40s? Well, might be. 60s? Well, I don't know. 50s? Well, could be. 80s? Ooh. Have a guess. Write it down. And number 2. What does the German word schnell mean in English? So what does the German word schnell mean in English? If you don't know, ask your electric friends. And question number 3. Which James Bond film was released first? Was it Goldfinger or Thunderball? So which James Bond film was released first? Was it Goldfinger or Thunderball? Love a bit of Tom Jones singing Thunderball. And number 4, in which year did the driving test change to include following instructions from a sat-nav? So in which year did the driving test change to include following instructions from a sat-nav? I didn't even know it was part of it. But in what year? I could not even have guessed this one, but have a guess. Why not? It's Friday. And question number 5. Which philosopher said that hell is other people? So which philosopher said that hell is other people? Cheeky devil. I didn't, Max. I didn't even know it included sat-nav at all. It's crazy, isn't it? Number 6, when shall we three meet again is the opening line of which Shakespeare play? When shall three meet again is the opening line from which Shakespeare play? Question 6. Satman, I got sat-nav. Yeah, it all makes sense, doesn't it? Max, have another drink. Number 7, in which sport is the pitch called a gridiron? So in which sport is the pitch called a gridiron? So a gridiron is in which sport? Question 7. Come on. And question number 8. Which is the largest of the Scilly Isles? So which is the largest of the Isles of Scilly? The Scilly Isles. Which one is the largest? And question number 9, in which winter sport do competitors travel lying down face first? So in which winter sport do competitors travelling lying down face first? What's it called? And it's not the bobsleigh. Something like that. Do you remember what it's like a tray race on the aircraft, but I never did that. Only a few times. Number 10, Love Really Hurts Without You was a 1976 hit for which singer? So Love Really Hurts Without You was a 1976 hit for which singer? The 767 safety cards were the best because they were double and you could slide right down the aisle. Never did it, Max, apparently. Number 11, which thin pastry is traditionally used in Greek cooking? So which thin pastry is traditionally used in Greek cooking? You did. I did quite a bit, I must admit now. It was good fun, wasn't it? Bloody dangerous, though. At number 11, so which thin pastry is used in Greek cooking? Brings back memories that proverbially. Number 12, what area of water is referred to as calm? So proverbially, which or what area of water is referred to as calm? So it's calm as a... There you go, there's the answer. Oh, those tray races. Do you know, I'd love to do another one of them now. I'd probably break my bloody neck, but there we go. 13, in which country was the company Airbnb founded? So in which country was the company Airbnb founded? Oh, it's bringing back memories now. And question number 14, who was the famous love of Mark Antony in Roman times? So who was the famous love of Mark Antony in Roman times? Number 14. Very famous name. So who's the famous love of Mark Antony in Roman times? One more to go. And here it is. Number 15, who famously crossed the Rubicon in 49 BC? Think of that name. It is that name. It is that name. Yes, it is. Lovely salad. Who famously crossed the Rubicon in 49 BC? It's your last question of general knowledge. So, tray race. If you've never heard of it, I wonder if you can Google it or YouTube it. I wonder if anybody's done it. Dangerous. It's going down the aisle of an aircraft when it's empty on a safety card or a tray. You move, you shift quite quickly. Anyway, let's crack on. General knowledge, here we go. In which decade was the first Formula One race held? It was in the 1950s. It was actually 1950. Number 2, what does the German word schnell mean in English? It's quick or fast. Number 3, which James Bond film was released first, Goldfinger or Thunderball? That was Goldfinger in 1964. And number 4, in which year did the driving test change to include the following instructions from a sat-nav? Again, through me, Max, I have not a clue that it was ever in there. 2017, apparently. Wow. Number 5, which philosopher said that hell is other people? That was Jean-Paul Sartre. And number 6, when shall We Three Meet Again is the opening line of which Shakespeare play? And that was Macbeth. Number 7, in which sport is the pitch called a gridiron? And that's American football. There's some comments going on. Always a tray because you're never in the way with a tray. That's true. You're never in the way if you're out with a tray. That's Tim Fenton. Fantastic. Number 8, which is the largest of the Scilly Isles? That's St Mary's. Mandy, I can hear that in my mind going out in that forward galley. At number 9, in which winter sport do competitors travel lie down face first? That's called the skeleton. At number 10, Love Really Hurts Without You was a 1976 hit for which singer? That was Billy Ocean. 11, which thin pastry is traditionally used in Greek cooking? That's phyllo pastry. And number 12, proverbially, can I say that right? I don't know. What area of water is referred to as calm? Well, it says calm as a mill pond. So mill pond for number 12. 13, in which country was the company Airbnb founded? It was in the USA. It was founded in San Francisco. 14, who was the famous love of Mark Antony in Roman times? That was Cleopatra. And number 15, who famously crossed the Rubicon in 49 BC? I think you had a plate of salad with him because it was Julius Caesar. There we are. Anyway, tot up your scores. I'm just off for a tray race. Let's go. Oh, I've not stopped laughing. I've not stopped laughing. Oh, Grace, you used a bin bag. Oh, that, a gash bag we can say, can't we? Because that's the term. Oh, I bet that was dangerous. Were you inside it or on top of it? Interesting. Twin aisle or single aisle? Because you could have races then, couldn't you? Anyway, let's crack on. So Andy started with a 7. There were some tricky ones in there. Shelley with an 8. Oh, Zoe sobered up with a 9. Well done, Zoe. Janice with an 8. Stuart, a poor 7. You're gonna go well with this. Mandy with a 10. Well done. Some near misses, but a 9. Sarah, don't you worry. Kathy with an 8. Somebody else with a 9. Becky Boo creeping up, 14. You're smashing it. Well done. Well done. 6. Kev, 6. It's a good score. Pete with an 11. Jane and John with an 11. Well done. Guy with a 12. 7 for Jess and Co. Dreadful 9. I don't know about that. Max. A funny 11. Still laughing at a few bruises. Oh, yeah, it hurt, didn't it? Lee with a 10. Never did it. Too scared. Okay. Dad with an 8. Well done. Michelle 11. Richard with a 10. Sophie, 10 out of 15. Enjoying your Rebel base in the... Oh, it was always Rebel. 11 for Karen. Tim is awake and he said trays at Dan Air were better. And James with a 6. That's good scores. Okay, well, let's just have a quick 60-second break. Some good scores coming in there. Just to compose ourselves. See you in 1 minute, Bellwood Quizzes. Just seeing Grace's response there. Used a bin bag like sleeping bags. Oh, I bet that was good. Never did that one. I bet that was good. Anyway, we are back. We are back. Yeah, in the aviation days, sliding down, that was crazy. But Grace, a bin bag, I'm just reading your comments there, a bin bag, or a gash bag as we call them. Blimey, I bet that was fast. Max's was a Dan Air tray. Good old Dan Air trays. Anyway, it is the quiz of all quizzes. It's egg on your face. We are quiz number 3. Are we ready? 15 people with egg on their face. I just need you to tell me. Sorry, I just keep pressing the wrong buttons tonight. I don't know what's going on. Egg on your face. 15 questions. I'll keep my fingers here. I just want you to tell me who the celebrity or famous person is with egg on their face? Here we go, Bellwood Quizzers. I will not touch anything. 3, 2, 1, go! I don't know what it is with these fingers. They mustn't be connected to anything tonight. Tim says for non-flyers, it was only when the plane was empty. Well, sometimes it was, Tim. Name the famous person. Question number 1. Who is that famous person with egg on their face? Pass me a sick bag, guy. Oh, it was. You're lucky if you didn't come out with a few bruises. So name the famous person. Here we go. Number 2. Who is that famous person with egg on their face? And question number 3. Who is that famous person? Is that a tricky one? It's not Chris Evans, I'll give you that. Very famous person. Who is that person? Write it down if you know who's got egg on their face. Come on, Bellwood Quizzes. Question number 4. I think he's egg coloured, isn't he, that person? But who is it? What was his name? It's a he. I've given you that much as a clue. Does anybody know? I know Shelley and Mandy are like, oh my God. Anyway, number 5, name the famous person. Easy one, I think that. Who is the famous person with egg on their face? Number 6 means splatted. Splatted with eggs. Oceans of eggs. Oceans of eggs. But what's that famous person's name? Write it down. Number 6. Mum and Dad, I wouldn't even bother with any of these. I'd go and make a brew. Ooh, number 7. Is that a tricky one? Is that a tricky one? Number 7. Who is that famous person with egg on their face? And here comes number 8. Oh, I love it. Who's that? Can we tell who that person is by that big mouth and that little rat on his top lip? Who is it? Look at the hair. Wow. Is that you, Tim? Is that a picture of you, Tim, in the 80s? And number 9, somebody that's obviously been out in the sun too much with a cash bag face. Look at him, burnt to a crisp, looks like a frazzle. Number 9, who is that famous person? Had a fabulous haircut. It was a proper right mullet. And number 10, who's that famous person? Question number 10, come on, write it down. Everybody had hair like that once. And number 11. Who's got egg on their face? What's the name of that famous person with egg on their face? Who is it? It's actually going to lick the egg, doesn't it? What's the name of that famous person? It is who you think it is. Doesn't help if you don't know. Should have put another one right over that face. At number 12. Who's the famous person with egg on their face? Deserve a few more eggs on it. And question 13. I think that's a really tricky one, but the hat might help you. Have a look at the hat. And name the famous person. Who's got egg on their face? Still got the hardest one to come, I think. Number 14. Who's that? Who's that famous person with egg on their face? Number 15 coming up very soon. Here we go. Who is that famous person? I'll give you a clue. It is not Jennifer Aniston. It is not her. Does that help you at all? That's probably your answer gone. But who's that famous person? Who is it? If anybody gets that right, well done. Well done. Question 15 with egg on your face. So, Bellwood quizzes. I do love egg on your face. I love it. I love it. It's great. It will come back at some point as well. Shall we mark and then we can have a drink after your little scores? So, number 1 was Oprah Winfrey. Number 2 was Madonna. 3 was Danny DeVito. 4, Hulk Hogan. Ooh. 5, Joan Collins. Anybody get that? Was an easy one, I think. Number 6 was Janet Jackson. 7, Jack Osborne. Number 8, it wasn't you, Tim, with that lovely hair and tash. It was Lionel Richie. Of course it was. Number 9, anybody get that one with the burnt face? It was Billy Ray Cyrus. Number 10, easy one, I think, David Bowie. 11 was Donna Summer. 12, Jerry Halliwell. 13, anybody get that? That was Paul Hogan, Crocodile Dundee. 14 was Sade, the singer. And number 15, who got that? That was Christina Applegate. Was she married with children she was in, wasn't she? She was the daughter. Anyway, tot up your scores out of 15. Let's see how you did. May the force be with you. I think I've just put my knee out. Oh. Okay, gold leader. Thank you, Becky. Lost the will to live, Andy. I do every week. Don't worry, Janice with a 5. Becky 13, well done. I don't want egg for breakfast, Dad. Absolutely 1. We got 1, well done. Mandy with an 8. Stuart, that is better, 11, well done. Zoe 13, fabulous, fabulous. Lee with minus 12. No, I'm joking. Well done, Lee. Good score. Kathy with a 10. Helen Rogers, what was 15? Christina Applegate. Christina Applegate. She was married with, married with children. Grace with a 10. I'd be happy with that. Kev, well done. Who was 15, Karen? That was Christina Applegate. Yeah. Karen 9. Tim's probably still trying to find his Dan Air tray. Jane and John, poor 8. I think it's a good 8 actually. That well done. Sophie with a 10. Guy with a 10. We got 0. We missed it. Oh, don't worry. Richard 13. Yes. Woohoo. Sarah 14. Well done. Max, I'd be happy with a 10 too. James with a 9. Peter Andre with a 9 too. Shelley 14. You sure 2 wasn't Blondie? I'm absolutely sure it was Madonna. I know. It was an old picture of Madonna. Somebody else got 10. Obviously not very good with faces. Judith, nor am I. It's fine. Barbara with a 9. Good score, Barbara. Have a glass of wine. So, Bellwood quizzes, some tricky ones in there, wasn't there? Let's go for a break. We'll see you back in a couple of minutes. Chin chin. Well, welcome back, Bellwood Quizzers. Welcome back. We are here for the second part of this week's quiz, week 50. Yes! Hope you're all suitably refreshed. Bums in seats, comfy. Shall we crack on with quiz number 4, a general knowledge quiz? Yeah, let's see how we go, shall we? Should be all right, I think. I'll guide you through it. May the force be with you. So here we go. Question number 1. What was the name of the hotel in the 2014 film starring Ralph Fiennes? So what was the name of the hotel in the 2014 film starring Ralph Fiennes? What was the name of that hotel? Very strange film, if you remember it. And number 2, which desert covers the greatest area in square miles? The Gobi Desert or the Sahara Desert? So which desert covers the greatest area in square miles? Is it the Gobi Desert or the Sahara? Question 2. And question number 3, jockey Frankie Dettori is which nationality? So the jockey Frankie Dettori is which nationality? Sounds it, doesn't it? Put it down. You know you're right. And question number 4. Bradford is situated just on the edge of which range of hills? So Bradford is situated just on the edge of which range of hills? So where is Bradford situated? Near some hills. What are them hills called? Write it down, Bellwood Quizzes. And number 5. Which 1980s sitcom featured Anton Rogers and Julia Mackenzie as William and Hester Fields? So which 1980s sitcom featured Anton Rogers and Julia Mackenzie as William and Hester Fields? What was the name of the sitcom? Simple as cheese. And number 6, what word can mean both a fish and an old-style bladed weapon? So, what word can mean both a fish and an old-style bladed weapon? Question 6. And number 7. What system for signalling uses red and yellow flags at sea and blue and white on land? So what system for signalling uses red and yellow flags at sea and blue and white on land? What's that system called? Question 7. Good question this. Number 8. What was the name of the fort in the children's series Camberwick Green? So what was the name of the fort in the children's series Camberwick Green? That's a quick Google, that one, isn't it? What was the fort called in Camberwick Green? Number 8. Here's number 9. What's the maximum number of players in the game of croquet? So what's the maximum number of players in the game of croquet? And everybody should know this. And number 10, where in a room would you find a lintel? So where in a room would you find a lintel? What is a lintel and where in a room would you find it? Number 10. Oh, I bet Kev likes this question. And number 11, the Lord is my shepherd is a traditional bingo call for which number? The Lord is my shepherd is a traditional bingo call for which number? So what number is the Lord is my shepherd? I never knew this one. There we go. Number 12, in Star Wars, Daisy Ridley played which character? So in Star Wars, Daisy Ridley played which character? What was the name of her character? Quite apt, considering we've been in Star Wars area, isn't it? You'd think I'd think this through, wouldn't you? Yeah. So that's number 12. Here comes number 13. How many feet tall is Chewbacca? So how many feet tall is Chewbacca? Have a guess. It's more than 5. And number 14, Ewan McGregor plays which character in the series? So Ewan McGregor plays which character in the Star Wars series? So Ewan McGregor plays which character in the Star Wars series? What's his character called? Number 14, one more to go. Can you believe it? And R2-D2 is played by whom? So R2-D2 is played by whom? So what's the name of the person who plays R2-D2? If you don't know, Google it quick. So, some Star Wars questions there. Who'd have thought it? Look where I am now. Interesting. Anyway, quiz number 4, general knowledge. Here we go. Question number 1. What was the name of the hotel in the 2014 film starring Ralph Fiennes? I love this film. It's the Grand Budapest Hotel. Mad as chips, that, but it's fabulous. Number 2, which dessert, or desert, should I say, covers the greatest area in square miles? Is it the Gobi Desert or the Sahara Desert? So which desert covers the greatest area in square miles? It's the Sahara Desert. Number 3, jockey Frankie Dettori is which nationality? He is Italian. And number 4, Bradford is situated just on the edge of which range of hills? That's the Pennines. At number 5, which 1980s sitcom featured Anton Rogers and Julia McKenzie as William and Hester Fields? Anybody remember that one? It was called Fresh Fields. Of course it was. At number 6, what word can mean both a fish and an old-style bladed weapon? That's a pike. I don't know that one either. At number 7, what system for signalling uses red and yellow flags for sea and blue and white on land? That's semaphore. Number 8, what was the name of the fort in the children's series Camberwick Green? That was Pippin Fort. Wouldn't have got that. Number 9, what's the maximum number of players in the game of croquet? That's 4. Good guess on that one. Number 10, in what room would you find a lintel? Or where in a room, sorry, would you find a lintel? It's above a door or window. It's like the metal thing that holds it all together. Yeah, whatever. Number 11, the Lord is my shepherd is a traditional bingo call for what number? Apparently that's number 23. Would never have got that. At number 12, in Star Wars, Daisy Ridley is played which character? Character, that's Rey, R-E-Y. So in Star Wars, Daisy Ridley plays which character? That's Rey. I'll find some teeth. At 13, how tall is Chewbacca? Chewbacca is 8 feet tall, apparently. At 14, Ewan McGregor plays which character? That's Obi-Wan Kenobi. And number 15, R2-D2 is played by whom? R2-D2 is played by a gentleman called Kenny Baker. Wouldn't have got that, never. Tot up your scores, let's see how you did, Bellwood Quizzers. Ooh. So, what do we reckon? Any double figures? I think we should have. They weren't too bad, were they, some of those questions? Or were they? Andy, good score with a 7. Be happy with that, that's good. Janice with a 6. Fine, they were tricky, some of those questions. Pete, you are mysterious. 13, well done. Shelley with a 9. Karen and Tim with a 12, well done. Stuart with an 11, fabulous. Dad with a 6, well done. 12 for Team Joycey, well done Team Joycey. Mandy 8, it's alright, you've done well. Kathy with an 11, good score. Becky 14, you're definitely cheating, you are. Lee with a 5, don't be sad Lee, be happy. Avril with 11, well done Avril, that's a good score. Kev with a 5, oh yes. Somebody else with a 10, good score. Jane and John, 11 again. Judith, 10, good score Judith. Rubbish, 7, oh great, don't worry, put 8 down, you're fine. Guy, 9, not bad, absolutely. Michelle, 13, you love Star Wars. Well, those questions are right up your street. Not quite double figures, Sarah, no. 9's a good score. Richard with an 11. Barbara, 13. Is it kebab night tonight, Barbara? Well done. Sophie, 11 out of 15. Good score. Becky, Brian, waiting for the right Star Wars themed answer. Well, you see, there you go. Dead easy, isn't it? James with an 8. Good score, James. Be happy with that score. Well, Bellwood quizzes, it's time for the final quiz. Some more questions to bamboozle your brain this Friday night. Let's crack on with it, and then we can all just relax and cry in a corner and watch Red Nose Day and some really bad acting. Shall we? Should we crack on? I think we should. Come on, Bellwood quizzes. Quiz number 5. Let's do this. Oh, Barbara, it's chippy tea tonight. Ooh, nice. At number 1, Amanda Holden has been a judge on which reality show since its first series? So Amanda Holden has been a judge on which reality show since its first series? She had about 8 facelifts in between. But what was the name of the show? Question number 1. And number 2, which ballet features a battle between gingerbread men soldiers, and a mouse king? So which ballet features a battle between gingerbread men soldiers and a mouse king? Oh, what's that ballet called? Question 2. Question number 3. What name is given to the area under a church? So what name is given to an area under a church? What's that area called? And number 4, Ben Price plays which character in Coronation Street? So Ben Price plays which character in Coronation Street? Question number 4. Come on, Bellwood quizzes, we're nearly there. And question number 5. Which book of the Old Testament recounts Sarah's pregnancy with Isaac? So which book of the Old Testament recounts Sarah's pregnancy with Isaac? So what's that book called? Question 5. And number 6, which group's hit include Emotional Rescue and Undercover of the Night? So which group's hits include Emotional Rescue and Undercover of the Night? What's that group called? Very famous one. They Gather No Moths. And number 7, in relation to personal banking, for what do the initials TSB stand for? So what does the initials TSB stand for? Or did, because they don't exist anymore, but personal banking, what do the initials TSB stand for? Question 7. Question number 8. Lancia cars are manufactured in which country? So Lancia, they make cars and they're manufactured in which country, Bellwood quizzes? Which country are are Lancia cars manufactured? Question 8. I'll put my teeth back in. And question number 9. Which section of an army is specifically trained to use large guns? So what's that section of an army called? So which section of the army is specifically trained to use large guns? What do they call that section? Here's number 10. What name is given to the person in charge of exhibits at a gallery or museum? So what name is given to the person in charge of exhibits or in a gallery or a museum? So what's the name of that person? They give them a name, don't they? But what are they called? Question number 10. And number 11. What 2-word French terms appears on labels for airmail? So on an envelope that's going to be sent airmail, What two-word French term appears on that? What are the two words? Oh, does that get your brain fizzing? I think it does. Question 11. Come on, number 12. And which medieval Parisian building experienced a devastating fire in April 2019? So which medieval Parisian building experienced a devastating fire in April 2019? What's that building called? Easy one, that. And 13, on a road sign reading P and R. The P stands for park, but what does the R stand for? So on a road sign reading P and R, the P stands for park, but what does the R stand for? Park and... Yes, that's right, it is. Write it down, come on. And number 14, we're nearly there. How many chambers are there in the UK Parliament? So how many chambers are there in the UK Parliament? One more question to go, Bellwood Quizzes, for this week. One more question. Yes, I hear you cry. It's nearly over. The pain is nearly gone. Come on, question 15. Is it a good one? Well, yes. From what is parquet flooring made? I know two people, it'd be like, from what is parquet flooring made of? So what's parquet flooring made of? Question 15, the last question of week 50. There it is. Write it down, and now you can breathe. So, we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Just got to mark this, do a bit more, and we're done. Come on then, let's go. So, quiz number 5, more general knowledge mayhem. Amanda Holden has been a judge on which reality show since its first series? That was Britain's Got Talent. Number 2, which ballet features a battle between the gingerbread men soldiers and the Mouse King? That's the Nutcracker. And number 3, what name is given to the area under a church? That's a crypt. And number 4, Ben Price plays which character on Coronation Street? That's Nick Tilsley. No idea. Number 5, which book in the Old Testament recounts Sarah's pregnancy with Isaac? That's the Genesis. Number 6, which group's hit include Emotional Rescue and Undercover of the Night? And that's the Rolling Stones. Number 7, in relation to personal banking, what do the initials TSB stand for? Anybody remember that? Trustee Savings Bank. Trustee Savings Bank. God, it was some years ago, wasn't it? TSB. Number 8, Lancia cars are manufactured in which country? They're Italian. Number 9, which section of the army is specifically trained to use large guns? That's the artillery section. Number 10, what name is given to a person in charge of exhibits at a gallery or museum? That's a curator. And number 11, which two-word French term appears on labels for airmail? That's par avant, par avant. There we go. Number 12, which medieval Parisian building experienced a devastating fire in April 2019? That was the Notre Dame. Of course it was the Notre Dame. It was 2019. Wow. 13, on a road sign reading P and R. The P stands for park. What does the R stand for? It stands for ride. Park and ride. There we go. 14, how many chambers are there in UK Parliament? There are 2. The House of Commons and the House of Lords. There we are. And number 15, from what is parquet flooring made of? Parquet flooring is made of wood. There we go. Tot up your scores out of 15 and give yourself a good score out of 75. And let's see who's week 50 Bellwood Brain Box. Come on, Bellwood Quizzers. Let's do this. We're nearly there. Here we go. Ooh, Barbara, chippy tea. Do you know what? I could just eat chippy tea now. Andy, glorious climax. Well done, Andy. You deserve another flash at it. There you go. 44 out of 75. Be happy with your score. Absolutely. Janice with a 13. Barbara, I don't watch the soaps either. Load of rubbish. 14's a good score, though. Becky with a 14. A big 14. Well done. Shelley with a 10. Smashed it with a 52. Well done. Avril with a 12. Kev with a 12. Oh, yes. Michelle with a 13. Michelle, I think you're on for a good score this week. Well done. Kathy, 15 of 57. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Mandy from the other side of the pond with a 9. Lee with a 10, you're welcome. I'll speak to you soon. Hopefully you're all okay. Max, good score with a 12. You should be on okay. Dad and Bri, Chris, 9, total of 28. Dad, that's quite a good score. Well done. Janice, 44 to finish. 12 and a total of 52. Well done. Pete, 15, total of 60. Well done, Pete. You're flying solo tonight at the moment on a 60. Richard with a 12. You're welcome. Full house, 15, Jane. Cha-ching. Well done. Sarah, 13, so 59. Well done. Judith got a 13, so that's a 54. Well done, Judith. Good score. 57, Sophie. Smiley face and probably a gin and tonic or a glass of wine in the or both. Why not? Stuart finished with a 13. That gives you a 54. You're welcome. We'll see you next week. James, 9, gives you a 41. Well done. Shelley, you're welcome, Shelley. Shabba. Mandy, 46 from to the side up pond. Well done. Good score. Guy with a 13, a 56. Shabba do. Brian, brain cells on fire. I know, they just need a dousing down now. Richard with a 57. Barbara with a 62. You are flying higher than high. Well done. Enjoy your tea. I will do. Thank you. And you. Han Solo. Bless you. Max, 57 out of 75. That's a blinkingly good score, Max. Amazing. Well done. Jane with a 57 total. Some really good. I think 60 was it? Was the winning one so far? Good scores, everybody. Good fun. That's all it's about. So, Bellwood Quizzes, that's it for another week. We'll be back. Who's pinging up? Thanks, man. You're welcome, Sophie. You're off. Oh, another Vino. Don't bloody blame you. Absolutely. So we'll see you next week for week 51. We're getting so close to week 52. We've got a special location for week 52. Only 3 people know about the special location. But there again, we will see you next week. I don't know where we will be. We could be live from somewhere. I'm sure we will be. But until then, please stay safe. If you have any jabs this week or you've had your jab, ow, just take paracetamol. You'll be all right. Toodaloo. Take care. Shabba.